Alright, what's up guys? It's Samurai here, and today I will be going over a review of a game that I played for about 3 weeks, which is why I didn't upload a YouTube video, which is Persona 5 Royal. And I will be going over like what I thought about it, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, etc. That's about and yeah, that's about it. So to start this video, I'll have to explain exactly what Persona 5 Royal is about. So the game is about this main character. You play as this boy that just transferred to a new school. He's apparently a juvenile delinquent. I mean, that's what people in school will call you. Only because in one of his flashbacks, um, in his past, he got caught up in something where this guy sued him just because the main character, which is the one we're playing, just because the main character that we're playing gave this guy, that's this rich person, a nosebleed. So what happened was he started pressing charges on us just because we intervened in a fight where he was drunk. The guy that pressed charges on us, the rich guy, was drunk and was assaulting this lady. So now we have a record on us. So after that, we were transferred from our hometown to wherever we lived to this cafe that's in the middle of Japan somewhere, you know, around the core of Japan. So we're getting looked at after this guy named Sojiro, who's going to be our guardian for the game. And in the game, we just go through school like normal because it's the first day we're trying to get to school, you know, and then we meet up with this guy named Ryuji, where the first person that you meet, but he's the third person that unlocks the persona in the game. I'll talk about that a little bit. So in the game, while you're going to school, you accidentally trigger some sort of palace. So in the palace, you have to like find a way out, and you meet this cat named Morgana. This cat named Morgana knows a lot about the palace, will be your guide for most of the game, and is really knowledgeable. And so to get to like the main base of what the game is very shortly, in the game you have to go through these things called palaces. They also explain it, but I'll explain it here. The palaces are supposed to be a cognitive world of a person's desires. So an example that I would say would be like, think of it as you meet the person in real life, all right? Them having a mask on is what you would normally see. But then when they take the mask off in secret, it's what they don't see to the public. Only they themselves knows. So think of it as like a hidden side that they hide, but the palace brings out the hidden side, and you can actually explore this palace, interact with it, and interact with the hidden side of the main person that you're trying to target. So the genre of Persona 5 Royal is that you have to target these shitty adults that are trying to use kids for their own personal gains, or their, let's just say, desires, or tricking people in order to gain a large amount of power in the world. And you have to go inside this palace to get this thing, what they call it, a treasure. The treasure, if I had to explain it, it's like the core of what makes this person, or what made this person act this way. I guess you could say it's like their motivation. As that's like the best way I could probably put it. So in the game, you had to go inside the palace first, and then you had to find a treasure which is hidden somewhere. The treasure would take the form of what type of person this is. So in the game, sort of a spoiler, but whatever. you have to go inside the palace of this guy named Kamoshida. He's a gym teacher, and his treasure is a medal because it represents his glory days of what he used to be, some sort of like the best medalist or no, the best volleyball player ever. So think of it as like um, what makes them. I mean, I already explained it, but just in case we didn't understand it yet. Then after you find a route to the treasure, the game will force you to leave in order to send a calling card. So what a calling card basically is an item that is sent to the person that you're infiltrating back in the real world. It makes them notice that their secrets are leaked out. The person that sent the calling card knows exactly what they are, what they did. So what happens afterwards is that the security in the palace will increase to 100%, meaning that they're aware that like their secret is leaked. So they had to send out more guards to, protect that secret. So what happens afterwards? You go back into the palace and try to take the treasure by going through the exact same way you went when you found the treasure while avoiding the guards because they'll be more on like active duty trying to find you. There's gonna be more spawn around, stuff like that. So after you get the treasure, you have to escape, but then the boss will stop you. So what you have to do is you have to stop the boss while you have someone try to like um weaken the boss because the boss will have like something that'll give them a massive power boost. So you have to send someone to secretly stop them from using the massive power boost. So what happens afterwards is once you defeat the boss, um, they start, being sad, stuff like that. And you try to tell them to like repent for them back in the real world. Because apparently, I guess the best way I could explain this is that in the game they will make the bad person repent for themselves back in the real world. But Morgana, the black cat I told you about, said that the way that this is supposed to work by what Morgana says is that when they defeat someone, um, the person just disappears from the palace. And what's supposed to happen is that they lose the motivation of what made them them. So then, like, I'd say a couple of days or so, they will lose their motivation completely, and it would make them want to kill themselves. Which the character in the game don't like that, so they were like, "All right, why don't we try this?" And where they make the person inside the palace repent and for themselves, and then back in the real world, they will have this thing called a change of heart, which makes them do a complete 360 from a bad person to a good person, where they will start spilling their secrets out to the public and pretty much they take off the mask in the back in the real world. And yeah, that's about it. It's a job well done for the team. That's what normally happens in most of the palaces that you go through. All right. So now that I got like the summarization of what the game more or less is about, um, so the thing that I liked about the game was clearly the battle mechanic. I like the idea of them adding guns. They're not real though, so they're like toy guns ish, but they make sounds that replicate a real gun. So in the game, you use guns to attack the shadows, which is like quite really helpful. I think it's really helpful because Persona 4 Golden and 3 Reload, they don't have that. The only weapons you have is whatever you're carrying and your persona. But in Persona 5 Royal, they had a third weapon. And the other things that I liked about the game is that you're able to hide and then like swiftly progress through the palace without having to fight the shadows. Just in case if you didn't want to in order to conserve SP. But I'm pretty sure the game made it to where you're not supposed to infiltrate the palace in just one day, get to the treasure, and then dip out. But that's what I usually did because I really didn't want to go back and forth from infiltrating and then having to come out and then heal. I just found that really annoying. So I just wanted to like get it done one day, boom, and then just have to like force out so I could send the calling card. And the other things that like I liked about the game itself was, the story itself, really addicting. That's what got me really addicted to the Persona 5 Royal game, why I kept on playing continuously because I always wanted to know what would happen next. Who I'm gonna like unlock on my team. So that part I sort of spoiled it for myself already. I already knew who the characters were because games have been out for like what 7 years, 5 years. Well, I think 5 years for Royal and then 7 years for Persona 5. It's a bit different because in Persona 5 Royal you have a extra 10% of content that is added to just Royal itself. And Persona 5 you don't have the 10% extra bonus content. You're only giving whatever is there. So that's, I believe, is the good part that I liked about the game. Now, the bad part is that I really hated this because it was a massive problem for me. I really hated it because of how limited it was and how difficult it was to actually get it because I really needed it, right? So in the game, you can buy these items called SP. They come in different names, but like they're like a bottle. So in the game, there are multiple ways to get it. One of the ways is to go to this vending machine that's right behind a sauna, which gives you. They have like two different categories for it, and per each category, you're only given the item. You can only buy it like 2 times, so that makes a total of 4 times. Okay, so the bad part, that's one of the bad part. Main reason is because with the machine back in the sauna, you have to wait multiple days. So once you buy it, I think you have to wait like 2 extra days to get it again. All right, that's one. Two, the amount that they give you in the game is very fucking low. Like they only give you, let's say, like 5 SP for yourself. So if you were to clear out the entire vending machine, you're only able to get about 5, 10, for about 20 SPs in total for yourself, and that's it. All right. Number two, the other way to get SP is through working at LeBlanc. You get to make coffee by powering up Sojo's friendship through a certain level, which will gain you access to making coffee. And each coffee that you make per day, because this only works for one day. So one day you're gonna make 2 coffees. Those 2 coffees, I believe, only give you like 30 SP each. So in total, one day you get 60 SP, or unless I was mistaken, I think you get 15. I think yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's 30. So you get about 60 SP for yourself each day. And then the other way you can get SP is by powering up Sojo's friendship even higher, which will gain you access to making what was it, curry in the restaurant. The curry only gives you 15 SP, but the reason why is because those 15 SP are for everyone. So the coffee is for a single player, while the curry is for multiple players at the same time to get 15 SP. All right. And then the third way to get SP is by powering up the Deaf Arcana by visiting the doctor that's where you live in the clinic. If you power up her Deaf Arcana to, I think it was about level 10 max fully. I didn't know this part. I knew it existed, but I just didn't know. But like, you could buy the SP through the accessory where you could equip it on each of your team members, including yourself, where each turn you get a certain amount of SP, which I myself did not know that. I thought the SPs came in like healing items, like the HP you could buy for money instead of the accessory category. So, and then the fourth way to get SP which I'm not really sure. Because this one's like 50-50. It's more of a chance type thing. The other way to get SP yourself is by going through mementos where you could just open these boxes and stuff where you have to be lucky to actually get the item. So just a quick overview of what mementos is. In the game, they call it the cognitive world of everybody in Japan, all the citizens, uh, the adults, the teenagers, I guess, but mostly the adults. And you have to go through this mementos, which takes the form of a, I believe it was a bus transportation, or how do I say it? Oh wait, no, it was like a railroad train type. So you had to go through different levels of it by going down and more deeper and then more deeper into mementos until you reach the core of it. Because mementos actually does have a core. You have to reach it through continuously going in it over and over. And in these boxes, you actually get those SP healing items. But you have to be lucky here and there to actually get it. So, yeah. So I think that's about it. That's all I got for this video. I really did enjoy playing the game, heavily addicted to it. The story was incredibly fun, and I will do another gameplay of Persona 5 Royal by going through the extra 10% bonus content that I had stated in this video because I completely didn't know I was in the game or like how to reach it, even though the game actually gave you hints on how to reach it. So I'll do that when I have time during probably spring break because it'll probably take a while. So yeah, if you like the video, you can like it. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'll probably make another video. I'm not sure when exactly when I have time though. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.